First, start by logging into your Dimitra system. Next, click on the EUDR Due Diligence tab in the left-hand menu. Then click on Due Diligence Report. Here you'll be able to see all of your existing reports. You can click on the ellipsis menu to view an existing report. To create a new report, click on Create New Report. First, you select your supplier, and the supplier information will automatically be populated. Next, you select who will add the production place data. If you will add the data, you select Operator. If your supplier will add the data, you select Supplier. Next, you select the country of origin for the risk assessment. For example, Ethiopia. The Dimitra Deforestation Risk Assessment will automatically be selected. You can add any additional assessments, such as custom assessments or local legal assessments. Next, you add your internal reference number. The EUDR reference number will automatically be populated once your due diligence statement is uploaded to the portal. Next, you select the activity. If your product is going to be shipped locally within the EU. Import, if the product is coming from outside the EU. And export, if your product is being shipped outside the EU. In this example, since our country of origin is Ethiopia, and we are importing into the EU, we'll select Import. The place of activity refers to the destination country. In this example, we'll use the Netherlands. We'll also select the country of entry to be the Netherlands. Next, you select your product. This is the product that we're importing and that we want to show on the due diligence statement. In this example, we'll select coffee. Then we select the subproduct, add a description, and then manually enter the net mass. Optionally, you can add a scientific name or a common name for your product. Then click Next. Step 2 is to add the production place data. In this example, production places refer to the farms, or the origin farms where the product is coming from. There are various ways to add the production place data. You can select them directly from the apps. This includes farmer information, geolocations, and production information. You can select your production based on lots, or you can select your production places based on the farm data. Another way to select production place data is by either manually entering the farm information or importing an existing file, like a GeoJSON file or an XML or a zip file. You use this option if you have geolocations in an external format. You can also select production places from farms that you've already done risk assessments or due diligence statements for. You do this by selecting existing data. After you've selected your farms, you click Next to go to Step 3. Next in Step 3 is verifying your locations. After we've selected our existing production places, we can go back and review the information to make sure we're satisfied and have selected the right farms. You can also click on View Geolocation to see the geofences and verify that they're correct. If needed, you can also make changes to the geofence. Once we've reviewed and are satisfied with our production places, we click on Next to generate the EUDR deforestation assessment. Step 4 is where the system generates a deforestation report based on the EUDR criteria. We've selected 6 farms in this example. Out of our 6 farms, 3 of them have no deforestation, while 3 have a high probability of deforestation. To review any of the individual assessment reports, you click on Actions and View Assessment. Here you can see the detailed deforestation report, where we see our geofence and see where the system identifies there being deforestation. We can also see that 2.19% of the area has deforestation, or just under 1 hectare. If you would like to add a risk mitigation document, you can also click on Actions and click on Manual Risk Mitigation. Here you can upload a file that explains the deforestation and your risk mitigation strategy. And the status is automatically changed to manually mitigated. To remove a non-compliant farm from your shipment, you click on the delete icon and click Confirm. We can review all of the farms that have been removed. And once we're satisfied with our risk assessment, we click Next to generate the final report. And when you're satisfied with your report, you click on Conclude and Confirm to save your report and be able to share it with the EUDR portal or in other formats.